All right, folks, we want to welcome everyone to the NCAA Division I Women's Basketball Championship pregame press conference for first four participants, High Point University. Congratulations on your successes to date and welcome here to Austin. First, we're going to hear from High Point student athletes, and then they will be followed with comments, or we will follow with comments from head coach Chelsea Banbury. Right now, we welcome senior guard Jaleesa Lawrence and junior forward Nevaeh Zavala. And like I mentioned, they will give our opening remarks first, and we'll have questions for these student athletes. And then we will dismiss them from the podium and welcome head coach to the podium. First of all, ladies, we want to just welcome you here. And just for each one of you, just talk a little bit about your reaction to your season to date. We'll start with you, Jaleesa.
Wow, really open question.
Yes.
It's just a blessing to be here. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I came here last year, and it's just so great to be able to accomplish that again with a new team. And we've worked so hard to get here, and I'm just so grateful that we can do this.
I can say the same thing. This is my first time going to the March Madness tournament, and it's been a great experience overall. Everything that's come with it, it's been amazing, and to do it with my team and my teammates, some of my best friends. It's been a fun season. I'm so glad I've got to be a part of this team.
And we certainly want to congratulate you on both your Big South regular season and tournament championships. Great momentum coming into this tournament. Right now, we will be turning to questions from the media members here in Austin. If you could just identify yourself by name and affiliation and address your questions to the student athletes, please.
Hi, I'm Sam Ferris from Fansided. Y'all just came off the Big South Championship. What does that momentum do to fuel you into this coming game?
I'd say it's got us pretty high. Like, all of our energy is pretty high because, like, we just won our conference. Then we find out that we're traveling to Texas to play in the March Madness tournament. Like, everyone was so excited to find that out. Everyone's excited to be here. It's been pretty exciting.
And can you describe, just in maybe a couple words, if you can do that, what it felt like to see your name pop up on the bracket?
Wow. Wow is probably one of them. Excited. And then
to see that we were going against Texas, like, that was like the option of coming here. It was exciting for me because I'm from Texas, and none of our games are usually anywhere near here. So it was exciting for my family and everyone around to find out that we were going to be playing here. So for me, I was like super wow, of all the states that we could have played in, like, we're playing in Texas. It was super exciting.
For clarification, it's Plano that you're from, correct? Yes,
yes,
well,
sir.
welcome back to the Lone Star State
Yes.
then. Absolutely. Any other questions? I'm going to also remind people who might be joining us on Zoom, if you do have a question, please use the raised hand function, and then we will direct your question to our student athletes here. I don't see anyone right now on Zoom, so just talk a little bit about your preparation to face William and Mary tomorrow, and what do you expect from that team?
Yeah, well, Sunday was selection day, and then I know the coaches were working really hard. Coach had already watched their game that day. And so just before we knew who we were playing, we really just focused on ourselves, our offense, and then our defensive principles. And then coming into this, just really focusing on playing good team defense, and then just doing what we do best and being able to share the ball and capitalize on what teams do.
Navala, have anything to comment on that?
Yeah, and when it came to the William and Mary aspect, like Jaleesa said, that night, once the coaches found out who we were playing, they were on it, they were watching games. So that following morning when we came into practice, we really hit it head on, like, with the scout and going over plays and how we're going to guard things and what will work against them. And that's what we just plan to keep on doing.
Thank you. Any other questions from anyone here? Yes.
Well, the girls know who I am. Jake, the SID for High Point. Just talk about the experience. I mean, just we're talking about experiences, but from leaving campus yesterday to getting on the plane to having a whole big jet to ourselves, and then we're in Texas, and what's it been like?
Yeah, well, we've chartered before, but we had dancers, band, cheer, and so that was just cool to share that with them. And then we got a way bigger plane. Like coming here, like we got all of our March Madness stuff. I'm wearing my hat right now, and it's just so exciting. Like you dream about this, and it's just way like bigger than you thought. And then like everything is like decked out in March Madness.
The boys obviously had a pretty good season this year too. Does that add any competition while y'all are on campus running into each other and just who wants to be the better team kind of thing?
I guess you could kind of say that, especially whenever we were in the conference tournament, because their championship game was before ours, so we got to watch that and see how they got to celebrate and enjoy all of that. We were like we have to do it too. Like that would be so crazy to make history as a school for both men's and women's to win at the same time. So that definitely added a little bit of extra fire.
Any other questions? All right, if not seeing any others, ladies, I just want to congratulate you again for your big run this year, and best of luck tomorrow against William and Mary. So thank you for joining us today.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
We will now break for a few minutes before welcoming head coach Chelsea Banbury to the podium to join us for her remarks. competition here from Austin, Texas. In a few moments, we will welcome High Point head coach Chelsea Banbury to the podium for some remarks. Good day, Coach. Congratulations.
Thank you.
On
How
your
are you?
successes to date. And just a quick reminder before we start with you, for those of you that might be joining us virtually, please use the raised hand function to indicate that you would like to ask a question. When you're called on for your questions, whether here in Austin in person or virtually, please state your name and affiliation first. Coach, we want to congratulate you on your 2 Big South regular season and tournament championships this year, and we would like to start this press conference by you making an opening statement, please.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me. Obviously, we're excited to be here. The girls set these goals out for themselves to start the season, that we wanted to be regular season champs and tournament champions, and they made it happen. So I'm just so happy for the players that they get to experience this. We get to come in, we get to continue to play basketball, and it's the greatest time of year.
Thank you, Coach. We don't have any questions or raised hand functions here on Zoom, so we're going to turn to people here in Austin. Please state your name and affiliation prior to asking your question or questions.
Hi, I'm Sam Ferris from Fansided. This is your second time bringing this team to the NCAA tournament. What does that experience do for you as a coach, and how do you distill that into your players?
Yeah, I mean, I guess as many times as you can go, you get more familiar with it, and the level that you have to play at to be successful in March. And, that's just what we talk about a lot. We've talked about the level of execution that it's going to take to come in here and give us the best chance that we can to hopefully win tomorrow. And, you can't have a bad day in March. Disciplined teams are the ones that win, and we have to be disciplined in what we do, and we have to execute at a high level. And I think the girls are ready for it. They've prepared themselves all season for this, but just the level of execution that it takes, I think the more you get here, the more you kind of understand that.
Yeah, and obviously the Moody Center is a little larger than the average arena y'all play in throughout the season. How do you make sure your players play where their feet are and not get a big head about making it to the tournament, playing in this massive arena, that kind of thing?
Yeah, I mean, we also play against tough competition throughout the year. We went down and played in the Gulf Coast Showcase, and we played West Virginia, and we played in a big arena down there, and we played at UCF, and we try to put them in those situations so that if and when we make it to March, they're ready. We've played tough competition, and we try to do that to challenge ourselves and know what it takes to get to where we want to be at the end of the year. So I don't think they'll be overwhelmed with the size of it, but I think they're just excited, and there's a lot of nerves going, but hopefully we'll get some of those out here in practice and shoot around tomorrow.
Last one for me. Y'all are coming off that conference title. What does that do to fuel and motivate your team to keep it going and win more?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing coming off the conference title was one of our starters and guards broke her leg in the semifinal game, and a lot of what's been talked about is continuing to play for her. And I know she'd give anything to be out there. She's a senior, and this was her last chance. So don't take anything for granted. We have a great opportunity here, and take advantage of it.
Next question.
Miles with Miles and Media. You have 2 players averaging 10 or more points. How do you think you can use them and be successful in this tournament?
Yeah, I think in conference we had 4 or 5 people averaging from like 10.6 to 11.4. And I think that just came with we have a lot of transfers, and people are getting more comfortable with how we want to play and seeing where their opportunities are. I think when you have even scoring across the board, you can't take away everybody, and hopefully it could be anybody's night. And we talk a lot about sharing the ball and working for the best shot that we can get. And if Nevaeh's hot, let's feed the hot hand. If she's not open, let's keep the ball moving until we can get the best shot that we can. And I think we have a lot of good players, and being able to spread that out hopefully will give us an advantage.
Next question, please.
Jake Doreen with High Point Athletics. Obviously, it's a lot of these girls' first go around with this, minus a few. But with Kai going down, has there been like a leader trying to, I don't know about give examples, but just push everyone through this experience of coming to the tournament, flying down, coming to an arena like this? Has there anybody been stepping up in that department?
Yeah, I think there's been a few people that have been stepping up in that department, and they understand that Kai was a vocal leader for us, and she, kind of kept everybody together, and they understand that it's going to be a team effort to continue that and make up for what she gave us all year. So, I think it's been quite a few players, and they understand that we are missing that, and that they're all going to have to step up, and they're all going to have to mature very quickly and be ready for the moment.
Any other questions, Coach? One is that you talked about being disciplined and execution being so important tomorrow evening. What is your overview of William and Mary and what they bring to the floor and what you'll need to do against the team tomorrow night?
Yeah, I mean, William and Mary's playing very good basketball. They ran through their conference tournament, and they have a lot of capable scorers, and it's tough to take those away. And they know how they want to score, and they know how to get those shots. So talking about being disciplined and taking them out of what they want to do. We can't do anything crazy, take ourselves out of position where we can give up easy points at the basket, and then we have to rebound the ball. We can't give them second chance points. And on the offensive end, we can't force anything. We have to take what they give us, and we have to execute on a high level on the offensive end. The ball has to move. We have to be willing to set screens for each other, and we can't stand and stare because that's easy to guard.
Thank you, Coach. Any other questions for Coach Bambury? Seeing none, Coach, just congratulations for your successes to date this season. Best of luck tomorrow night.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us.